An expansion of the San Luis Obispo Art Museum, dreamed up over the past 20 years, will not be happening. KSBY News reporter Asia Gore joins us live with more on the lack of funding and the return of a large grant. Good morning, Asia.
Good morning, Christina. In order to go through with that new building, the San Luis Obispo Art Museum's board needed to raise about $15 million, but they only raised $3 million, so now it's back to the drawing board.
To have a museum exhibition opens a whole new world.
For the first time, the work of Morro Bay artist Craig Griswold is on public display at the San Luis Obispo Art Museum. The years of anonymity, not exactly his choice.
Fighting against the tide, so to speak, coming from Morro Bay, I think that's appropriate.
Unknown local artists like Griswold,
this is something that has never been seen before,
are prime candidates for the SLO Museum of Art.
Just being able to be in the presence of an original work of art, there's no substitution for it.
But many of Griswold's works of art, like this one,
it's become one of my favorite paintings.
Can't be featured here.
Some of my paintings are 9 feet high. They can't be exhibited in the present museum because it would go from the ceiling to the floor.
Lack of space, one of many reasons for a planned $13 million museum expansion.
We don't have temperature and humidity controls, which are very important when showing art.
And the roof of this 60-year-old building needs replaced. The museum began fundraising in 2017 and did receive a $1 million grant. But in the years that followed, only $2 million more was raised. So the museum had to return the grant and scrap the plans.
We still need a new building as much as we did before, but we will rethink everything.
Artists like Griswold say the museum isn't just a place to showcase his work, but to connect and inspire.
Seeing is just, you could pick up a book, but going to a museum, you can begin to observe the painter and his styles and techniques, and then you begin to appreciate it, and it expands every viewer's life.
Now, the board did consider charging admission to what is currently a free museum, but they determined that the limited revenue generated by the entry fee would not justify the impact to its low-income visitors. Live in San Luis Obispo, I'm Asia Gore, KSBY News.
Thank you, Asia. And the Art Museum currently participates in Art After Dark, which happens the first Friday of every month. It also facilitates art classes for kids.